In this episode of Anna Gare's Cab Fair, I'm in Sydney and I meet Usman, a young cab driver who hails from Pakistan.
When I first arrived here, it was a very new feeling for me.
I learned how to make his flavour-packed chicken kofta and create the perfect fruit and floral lassi to go with it. And later, I meet up with Usman and his roommate for the ultimate taste test. I'm Anna Gare. As a cook, I spend a lot of time getting in and out of cabs. I love meeting cab drivers from all around the world, collecting their recipes and then cooking it up for the whole family to enjoy. I'd love you to try. Join me for Anna Gare's Cab Fair. Hi there.
Hi Anna, how are you?
Really good, thank you. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, very good.
So what's your name?
My name is Usman Javed. I'm from Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've never been to Pakistan.
Yeah, it's a very nice country. I came in 2014, February. I studied mechanical engineering. When I came here for master's, and I studied from University of Wollongong.
Oh, great. And so you're completed now? You're fully qualified?
I've already completed, and now that's why I applied for the residence.
So you came out here on your own? No family?
No, my parents, brothers, sisters, they're back home.
What kind of food do you miss from home?
Really, I miss chicken biryani, which my mother used to cook every Sunday.
You know, the other dish that I really love is kofta.
Yeah, I can make chicken kofta as well.
Can you? Can I get that recipe from you?
Yeah, for sure,
I'd love that. I'm going to call this Usman's chicken kofta.
Yeah, thank you. Every time I make this dish, I made a video call to my mom. Yeah.
What do I do next, Mum?
Yeah, because I'm not good in memorizing things. She helped me a lot.
Oh, that's
so that she can also see what I'm making and how is it going.
Must make it so easy having the phone there now because you can do FaceTime. You'd really miss, you know, like you do. Yeah. You get to still catch up with your family and everything. It's so nice.
Yeah, so in this, you put some oil in the pan, and you put onions, like around, if you need half kg chicken mince, you have to put 4 onions in it.
I'm so glad that one of Usman's family favourite dinners was chicken kofta, and I love the fact that he rings up his mum and sister to coach him through it. Well, Usman, this one's for you, and just like you, I'm going to start with 500 grams of chicken mince. In goes the chicken. And now we're going to add some spring onions, just finely sliced. And I'm using right from the head to the tail here. Into the bowl. Ooh. Okay, 2 cloves of garlic. Just going to finely slice them. And Usman said he used garlic paste, but I like to use fresh garlic and also fresh ginger. I think it gives it so much more flavour. In goes the garlic. And now some fresh ginger, and we're just going to peel the skin off the outside. Just finely chop that. Oh, it smells divine. A pinch of chilli. Now you can use as much as you like. Then I've got a tablespoon of the chickpea flour, which will help to combine the meat. Otherwise known as besan flour. You can find it in good Asian supermarkets. And then we're going to add some Garam Masala, and it's one of my favourite spice mixes. Now, you can buy it all in one in the jar, but I prefer to make my own. It's just so much more aromatic. So I've got a nice hot pan here, in with the cumin seeds and the coriander. And then all we want to do is lightly toast them. You can start to smell when they're ready. You don't want to burn them, otherwise they'll go bitter. And this is smelling amazing. Into the mortar, and then we just add a grating of nutmeg. 3 cloves, little unopened flower buds, and then just a little tad of cinnamon. So we just grind that all together. Who needs to go to the gym? And then just a pinch of the garam masala goes into the chicken kofta mix, and we'll be using the rest for the luscious sauce later. And now we're going to combine our chicken mixture. Just fold it all together. Smelling wonderful. Now that's perfect. We're just going to pop this into the fridge for about half an hour for all the flavours to develop. To make this luscious kofta sauce, you have to fry your onions off really slowly. So I'm using 2 brown onions. Just got to peel them first. I think I've become immune to crying with onions. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to thinly slice these, like so. You could do it on a mandolin. I'm just starting to cry. I hope Usman likes it. And now some finely diced garlic, which is actually straight from my garden, fresh. I love the Australian garlic and I love it when it's fresh. So we're just going to finely chop that. Now this is ready to fry off, but it's really important to cook it low and slow. We want to get that onion nice and sweet and soft and full of flavour. And whilst that's cooking, I'm going to finish off my spice mix. So I have this lovely garam masala here. I'm going to add to it. I'm using some turmeric, so we just need to peel that. I'm just popping that straight into the mortar and pestle. And then I'm going to just use about 1 centimetre of ginger. Just peel around the outside there. Ooh. Pop that in. And then once again, a little bit of chilli, because I quite like it hot. And then we're just going to pound that together until it's a lovely paste. This goes into the onions and we'll fry it for 1 more minute and then we're ready to go. Oh, and this is perfect. So now we add the spices. And then we cook it for just about 1 to 2 minutes. And next we add 1 cup of yogurt to that gorgeous onion mixture. Smelling amazing. And then we add 2 cups of chicken stock. Oops. -1 tablespoon. And now we blend until smooth with this. So we've got the sauce on for about 8 minutes until it slightly thickens. And whilst that's on, I'm going to roll my kofta balls. So about a tablespoon's worth. Roll, roll, roll. And away we go. Now you can do these any size you like, but with this recipe, I get about 5 or 6 pieces per person, and that's serving 4. Okay, and here we go, ready to go in. Now be very careful when you roll these in. You don't want to burn your fingers. And I cook 5 at a time. Now they're looking a lovely colour, and I think they're cooked all the way through, but the best way of testing is give one a little squeeze, and if it springs straight back, it should be ready. But if it's a little bit soft in the middle, you might need to cook it a little bit longer. So my kofta sauce is thickened just beautifully, not too thick, not too thin, just right. I'm just going to spoon a few ladlefuls of this into my bowl. And this is my favourite part, when it all comes together. We just lower these little koftas down onto that little bed of sauce. Little one on top. And then I've got some shredded chilli, and I just love chilli, so I'm putting as much as I like on top. And some coriander leaves. And that is Usman's beautiful chicken kofta. So when you get married, will your mother choose your wife?
If I find someone, I'll let her know.
And if you don't, you can go, hey, Mum.
Yeah, at the same time, she's also finding someone for me.
Mums always are, you know that.
Yeah.
Do you think you could marry an Australian girl or will you go for a Pakistani girl?
My family, they want me to marry a Pakistani girl, but still, I have a choice. If I find someone, if I find someone good in Australia, that's okay for me and my family as well.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
So how long have you been driving for 13 Cabs?
I've been driving for 3 years.
Is there like a community of cab drivers that get together? Do you all sort of share stories and help each other?
So if there is any sort of problem anyone is facing, so we all help each other.
That's really nice.
Sometimes we do like some casual get-together.
And do you cook all Pakistani food?
Yeah, Pakistani food. So it's easier to make it, yeah.
You have a feast. What do you make for the feast?
Normally I make pakoda.
Oh, pakora, yum.
The ingredients we use in it is gram flour.
That's chickpea flour?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never met anyone who doesn't love eating vegetable pakoras, and Usman is going to love these. So simple to make and really quite quick. So we just finely slice the onion. Move that little hairy bit at the end, nice and thinly. By cutting them lengthways, you get them nice and thin. Voila, and into the bowl. And then I'm going to finely shred this carrot, and the best way to do that is with one of these. Everyone should own one of these. It's a shredder. Look at that. Takes no time at all. And I'll stop right there. I don't want to lose my fingers, but this will be a snack later. So this goes into the bowl with the onions. And then basically we're just going to spice it up with half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and I'm using the whole seeds because they'll pop in your mouth when you're biting into that pakora. And now a generous pinch of salt, and I'm saying generous, about a teaspoon, some pepper. The seasoning's really important because you really want the flavours to pop in your mouth. And 1 1/4 cups of chickpea flour or besan flour. And we're going to sift that in so there's no lumps. And just half a teaspoon of baking powder, and that will make it lovely and light. So we just sift that over the vegetables. We don't want any lumps. And then we add half a cup of water. This will help it to all combine nicely. I just love how simple this recipe is. And then we just stir it all together. We're almost done. And I like to get my hands into this mixture because you really got to squish it all together. Make sure it's really well incorporated. So we're ready to fry up. Now I've got my rice bran oil in the wok. You can use any neutral oil, but rice bran oil really takes the heat. Now here's my trick, an ice cream scoop to scoop up the mixture. You can do it with your hands, but this just does it beautifully. So just fairly firmly packed. Now don't worry about these little dangly bits because they are going to be gorgeous and crispy once we're finished with them. So gently into the oil and away we go. Production line. Look at that, that's ready. And straight onto some paper towel so it absorbs all the excess fat. People always think it's unhealthy to deep fry, but it doesn't actually absorb as much oil when you have it on high heat. And I think the more rustic, the better. We just keep doing this until they're all cooked. Watch out for lurking husbands and small children because they want to steal them. And they're all done. Heat's off, ready to plate up. And I like to serve mine with a nice minty yogurt sauce. And I just put a little pinch of garam masala, pinch of brown sugar, salt and pepper, squeeze of lemon. Really delicious with these guys. Oh yeah, now we're ready for a little sprinkling of coriander. Yum. Some fresh green chilli. Oh, look at those colours pop. And ladies and gentlemen, let the party begin. What was it like when you first arrived in Australia?
Yeah, when I first arrived here, it was like meeting new people, very new feeling for me. It was very interesting. Here I got different type of foods.
Yeah, what did you think of our food? I mean, it's very multicultural.
Yeah, it's a multicultural, and I've been to many restaurants which I never thought of going when I was in Pakistan. And here I got like Malaysian, Korean, everything.
Everything, it's so fantastic.
It's very nice, yeah.
Where should we go if we want to eat really beautiful traditional Pakistani food?
In Sydney, there are a couple of them, but one is Zafran.
Saffron?
Yeah, it's in Darling Harbour. That one is very good. And the second one is Himalaya, which is located in Granville.
So with all your traditional foods, did the different dishes sort of relate to regions, or do they have stories? Is a lot of the traditional food, where does it come from?
Yeah, in every province, so we have 4 provinces. In every province, everyone have different spices, different way of cooking.
I'd really like to try and make your chicken kofta, and I'm sure it'll be very different to yours.
Yeah,
but I'd love to give it a go, and I'd love to bring it over for you to try, and you can tell me if you think I've nailed it.
Yeah,
or if it tastes good.
For sure, yeah.
I like to finish on a sweet note. So for Usman, I'm going to make him a strawberry and rose lassi. And I've got a really lovely, nice touch with this drink, and I like to make a nice little pistachio crumb. So basically, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of pistachios into my mortar. That's 2, and I've popped that into the mortar. Okay, so now we're just going to add a little pinch of cardamom. That's about ½ a teaspoon, cardamom powder. And then we're going to do our little workout in the kitchen. And I'm just going to bang this till it's a really nice, fine crumb. So that's just perfect. Now, all we have to do is blend up all these beautiful ingredients together. I've got 2 cups of yogurt. Into the blender they go. Lovely natural yogurt. And then I'm going to add about 5 to 6 strawberries. So we'll just hold them, pop them straight in. There's a nice big fat juicy one. And now we're just going to enhance them with just a little bit of this rose syrup. Now this is called Roo Hufsa in Pakistan. And I'm using about 1/4 cup of this gorgeous, delicious syrup. Sometimes I just pour it into a little bit of water with a bit of ice. It makes a lovely cordial in summertime. So just 1/4 cup of that. In she goes, and look at that beautiful, pretty pink colour. And it smells divine. And now I like to add just a tad more sugar, and this is such a personal thing, but I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons. Sometimes the Pakistanis actually put salt. They make it more of a savoury drink, but today it's a finishing drink, so 2 little teaspoons of sugar will do the job. And now, blitz. And it's as simple as that. Off with the lid, in with the ice. And then we're just going to pour this gorgeous lassi over the ice, and that will chill it just perfectly. And a beautiful big glass of lassi is a wonderful way to start the day. Also gorgeous on a hot summery afternoon as well. Now we've got that beautiful pistachio crumb. Just use my fingers to sprinkle it over half the glass, just half. Now that's looking gorgeous. Now the reason why I've just put it on half of the glass, I've got some roses over here. And of course, rose petals are totally edible, but I'm putting them in because they also look really, really pretty. And for the final pretty touch, that's it, my beautiful strawberry and rose lassi. I think Usman's really going to love this. I'm hoping it will remind him of home. Usman!
Hello, Anna. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I've made all this beautiful food for you.
Hi. This is my friend,
it's Mohammed.
Hi, Mohammed. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
She's Anna. I drop her in Canterbury, and I hope she brings something here for me.
No pressure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I
That's
cooked
nice.
it all up, and I'm gonna serve it up. I was inspired totally by your recipe.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm really happy with the sauce.
Wow, that's amazing, I tell you. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same as my mother used to cook at back in Pakistan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I think we should get into the pakoras.
Yeah, for sure.
There you
Thank you.
Got mine.
go. Great. They're really fun to make.
Yeah, it's very nice. Did you put onions in it?
I put onions in it, carrot, the garam masala. I did just about everything you were telling me. Just added the carrots and see if you can pick anything else.
Yep.
Tastes
Very nice
really
taste.
Crunchy, yeah. It's beautiful.
Well, I think we should celebrate the sharing of recipes with cab drivers. I get some of the best recipes ever. Hi there.